All right. I'm just make sure this video is on. Okay. Um. Today I'm going to give you guys a grammar lesson, which is active voice versus passive voice. So let's start it. Okay, we have two objectives to achieve after this video. I hope you guys can know can master the use of passive voice, and then you guys know how to translate active voice to passive voice. This is really simple, so let's go over it. Okay, the first one, we have to know what is active voice. Active voice is the subject or the executor of the predicated verb, and in passive voice is the subject or the taker of the predicate verb. So let's know. I have to tell you guys what is the composition of the passive voice, which is helping verb, which be plus verb of past participle. And why we use passive voice? Here's three situations we have to use. The first one is when we don't know who is executor, and then when we don't know, when we don't want to tell who is the executor, and then we have to tell who is the executor. Okay, here's the example. Maybe you guys don't know what is executor is, but let's see this first sentence. Lily writes many letters every day. This is active voice. It's very normal sentence that, and we all knows. And in this sentence, Lily could be executor, because he is he's giving stuff like let's translate this to the passive voice first. Many letters are written by Lily every day. So now Lily become a taker from a executor. So he's taking taking the word written here. So he become a taker. So this is the first sentence we see here. So for the second one, we can see they visited this farm last year. So let's switch to let's switch to passive voice. And this farm was visited by them last year. So now the visited become them. They become them. They this word was the executor, but now he's right here. So here's the last sentence. We have learned 3,000 Chinese words so far. This is active voice. So let's transfer to the passive voice. 3,000 Chinese words have been learned by us so far. So now have learned was a executor, and now they become a taker right here. Look. So this is really simple. Let's go over it. And here is fill in the blank switch the passive voice. So the first one I just did for y'all because it's hard for a PPT don't have the blank. All right, here's tea is growing in China. This is, and Chinese is spoken in China. The bed is used for sleep, and our classroom is cleaned every day. The cars are made in German. So those are all the predicted words, as you guys know. Okay, here's some tense of the active voice and passive voice. Let's see. Let's show you. all of those words. Sorry, oops. Okay, this is simple present. And for the simple present, in active voice, we know we use do and does something. And in passive voice, it become am, is, are plus past participle. And for the simple past, we use did right here. And in passive voice, we use was, were plus past participle. And for the simple future, will, shall, regular verb. But in here, we use will, shall plus be plus um, past participle. So notice the passive voice have to have a past participle right here, like present progress. Am is plus present participle, and here we use am, is, are, and been, like that. And this is present perfect. To have, has plus past participle. So the past participle is very important for the passive voice, so we have to have this in any situation. So let's see some example right here. The boy canceled desk a moment ago. So see here, cancel, and a boy canceled desk a moment ago. So let's go back to the table here, right here. Boy was past plus a passive participle right here. Look, this is the past participle. So the boy cleaned the desk a moment ago. So the chance to the desk was cleaned by the boy a moment ago. Really simple, huh? And then next one is we will plant 2,000 trees next year. And here is 2,000 trees will be planted by us next year. So is also plus a B word. Let's go back to table here. Here says like this is future. What do we want? What we will do in the future? Look, will, shall plus be plus passive participle. It's hard to pronounce this word, but look here. We will. This is the future, right? We will plant 2,000 trees next year. 2,000 trees will be planted by us next year. Simple, huh? Okay, third one. You must keep the room clean and tidy. Your room must be kept clean and tidy, and then tidy by you. So same thing. The fourth. The police have caught the thief. Thief. The thief has been caught by the police. This one, present progressive. Here, like we use been words. Right here, we change to the passive participle. Right here, and then for the last one, the farmers are cutting down the trees on the hill. The trees on the hill are being cut down. We use this one, present perfect. So any sentence, I have an example for you guys. Like if you guys still don't understand, I know the English is not my first language because I just trying to do my best explanation. So I give you guys a table and an example. If you guys don't understand, you guys can go back a little bit and then like go around like me, just go to the table and then to see the sentence and then go back to the sentence. Okay, so sometimes we have a verb and with like light, have, make, and then sensory words like see, hear, and watch, notice. So in active voice, we don't use to after the verb, but in passive voice, we do need. So for example here, the boss makes the workers work 18 hours a day. So this sentence is not it is wrong. As we read, the boss make the no. Okay. In the active voice, we don't use to after the verb, but in active voice we don't use to after verb, but in passive voice we do need. Here's the example. The boss makes the workers work 18 hours a day. So this sentence is active voice, but when the sentence goes to passive voice, like okay, let's read. The workers are made to work 18 hours a day by the boss. So if we don't have this to, and it will be like this: the workers are made work 18 hours a day by the boss. This doesn't make any sense. So we have to need a to before before after the verb, after like let's make or made or anything, like we have to have a to here. So let's see another example. I saw him enter the house, and he was being to enter the house by me. So look, to is important after the verb, but in the active voice we don't need a to here. It's gonna be weird if I have a to here, like I saw him to enter the house. That's not right, right? So we have to see he was sent to enter the house by me. So to right here. And then another example, the teacher let them leave the classroom after class. This word is verb here. They were led to leave the classroom by the teacher, which is teacher let them leave the classroom. So here's they were led to leave the classroom by teacher. That's why we need a to. So is teacher let them. So after become the passive voice is they were led to. So it's from teacher. So last one is we hear her sing in the room every day. So she's heard to sing in the room every day. So yeah, same thing. We have to have it too here. Oh, little notice. When we use see, her, watch somebody doing something by using passive voice, the word doing stays same. So here's the example. I saw him going into the shop. So this is active voice. But when we go into passive voice, he was saying going into the shop. So like doing something is staying same, or going something, join. Sorry, not join, but going, doing like that it stays same. Okay, here's the little table. You can see this is a verb, this is synonymy words. In the active voice, we make somebody do something. Here in the passive voice, is somebody be made to do something, and then have somebody do something. Somebody had to do something. This is only like for help you guys to know how to change the passive voice. So little table. If you guys interested, you can like record this. This is important and easy and simple, very clear, you know. So let's go next page. So the passive voice structure contained with Ferris. This is hard part. Generally only transitive verb has passive voice. I hope you guys know what is transitive verb means, because only transitive verb could have a taker. But sometimes non-transitive verb, if they add an adverb or like VP, is also could have a passive voice. The VP, which is a verb phrase, so and transitive verb plus adverbs. Example: turn it off, turn off, sit up, carry out, put off, take away. Like turn on, head in, move away, pass on, write down. But like those words. And non-transitive word verb plus preposition is like look after, talk about, play with. So here's the example. They set up a factory in 2000. The factory was set up in 2000. So let's go back. Here, this is the transitive verb plus adverbs, which is set up here. Look, they set up the factory in the 2000. The factory was set up in 2000. So this is the simple. And second word is our school will put off the school support meeting until December. So the school support meeting will be put off until December. So the third example is people have talked about the accident. The accident has been talked about. And you should pay more attention to your study this year. Your study should be paid more attention to this year. So look, those transition verbs become heavy takers now. Here. Those are the takers.